like a square peg in a circle hole. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to DriveHub, where you join me again on the wrong side of the car. Well, the right side. This is too confusing. All you rally fans, stay tuned, because what we have here is one of the most legendary rally cars to ever come out of Japan. This is the 1993 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, or Evo RS, and it's awesome! Let's dig in then and see what makes this car so heroic. I know, it looks like I barely fit behind the wheel and, well, you're right. This Evo RS happens to have these bride racing seats and, well, they're bolted in place. There's no slider, so this is what we're going with. Once again, a huge thanks to Northeast Auto Imports for allowing me to review their Evo. This car is available for sale, and I'll include a special link down in the description so you can check out this beautiful 51,000 mile Evo RS. This is the 1993 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution RS, or more commonly referred to as the Evo, and it's one of the most legendary rally cars ever built. It is Mitsubishi's flagship sports car, a rugged, turbocharged, all-wheel drive, lightweight, finely tuned, rally-inspired sedan. Built to punish the dirt faster than its rival, the Subaru STI. And here in America, we caught only the tail end of the production of the road-going rallying goodness with the Evo 8, and missed out on the earlier 7 generations. Up to this point, the Gallant, or Galant, I don't know how you say it, was Mitsubishi's platform of choice for their rally car. But because of the weight, the Lancer chassis was preferred. This is the first generation of the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, and it was originally intended for just Japanese markets, but the secret import gray market made it so the car found its way in limited production to the UK and other European destinations. Mitsubishi decided to export the Evo 8, or 8th generation, to the US in 2003 after seeing just how good Subaru was doing with their WRX STI, a direct competitor to the Evo. So just what did we miss then? From afar, not very much. Because the Evo starts life as a 4-door saloon, you get a back seat, which is best for friends under the age of 4 or the height of, well, less than 4 feet. As a sedan, you get a trunk as well, which is very sizable for a car that's this small. See, I was able to fit all my camera gear, my tripods, my cameras, all with ease. The only thing that may give it away, well, maybe it's the giant wing, or maybe it's the vented hood. So it's starting to look like then this car may be suitable as a daily driver. It's a saloon with a trunk and a rear seat, therefore it must have other standard amenities like a radio and power windows and AC. Well, wrong. The similarities between this and a regular 4-door sedan pretty much end there. The rest of this car is purpose-built to be a sticky, featherweight club racer. The Evo was available in 2 trim levels, the RS and the GSR. The RS was the stripped-down, lighter version, making it a better platform for rally racers to build up from. It surrendered all of its civility and comfort in the name of weight savings. Around 150 pounds was removed. This means it has manual crank windows, no rear wiper, a factory radio delete, steel wheels, which this one doesn't have on it, and no ABS. The glass in the windows are thinner than usual. All of the RSs were painted in this single-stage Scotia white paint, also to save weight. Even the mirrors and door handles lack the weight of paint. Okay. A little bit difficult getting into, if you're a little bit over average height anyway. These seats were manual as well, except these Bride Lomax racing seats help save even more weight while looking damn good in here. They look like they should be in here from the factory, and the red looks awesome with the white paint and black wheels. While in the interior, you also might notice the roll cage, which is not factory. This is a bolt-in cage that was added aftermarket, as if this car wasn't stiff enough already. On the interior, you'll notice where the radio would normally be is just this empty space. And on the door panel, where there would normally be a speaker, there's just a cutout of where it should go. And another cool quirk of the first gen Evo RS is this. It's actually got a Momo steering wheel from the factory. Now it does say it on this little cover piece, but as it ages it gets very faded and you can barely read it. And down in the center console here by the handbrake, you'll notice this very odd switch. It's sitting by itself and it has a picture of a square with 3 lines on it.
What's that supposed to mean?
What's that supposed to mean?
And really at first glance, I would have no clue what that's supposed to do. Well, it turns out up front, if you press this, injectors spray water directly onto your intercooler to cool it off. I've never seen this in another car, and I've never even heard of a car having this. But what a cool idea. Now, we can't have a road-going rally car without something somewhat special under the hood. The Evo is pretty simplistic in its design, carrying over the powertrain from the VR4 Gallant used that year. I really don't know how you say that. Under the bonnet is this, the 4G63 engine. And because of the rules of rallying, it's a 2-liter turbocharged dual overhead cam 4-cylinder. It was factory rated at 244 horsepower and 228 foot-pounds of torque. A few goodies under the hood help boost its power, like a Haltech LED ECU and Bosch fuel pump and injectors. That doesn't really sound like a whole lot of power, but then again, you have to realize this car weighs just a little over 2,500 pounds. I know people that weigh almost that much. And up top on the hood itself, you'll notice these slats. The 2 slats up front are to help cool the turbocharger, which is located right up front of the engine. You'll notice on the driver's side, there's a vent, but on the passenger side, there's not a fake one. The vent on the driver's side is where the air intake is. I think it's really cool that Mitsubishi didn't put a fake one on this side just to make everything symmetrical. And if you were curious what these mud flap looking things are halfway through the body, well, they are mud flaps. They're just angled in a different position because this Evo RS was actually raced. And I love that. Let's see just how fast it is. That means 0 to 60 in just under 5 seconds, and onto a top speed of over 140, or 228 kilometers an hour for all my foreign friends. The quarter mile is over with in 13.5 seconds, trapping 106 miles an hour. It puts that power through this 5-speed manual transmission. Now all this seems impressive for such low power output, but due to a gentleman's agreement on the advertising of power numbers, those numbers may be just a little bit low. Sure feels like they are. That blow-off valve sounds incredible. Straight line speed isn't even this car's party piece. It shines even more when you introduce it into a corner. As I said, this Evo shares the drivetrain from the Galant, or Gallant, whatever the hell, I still don't know it.
I am confusion.
Which means its all-wheel drive system is controlled marvelously. The RS is fitted with a mechanical plate style rear limited slip differential, which with these roads slightly wet can just be felt activating. Woohoo! This thing just sticks, no matter how hard you push it into a corner. Just won't let go. Wow! Steering is incredibly direct. Very, very direct. A little bit on the lighter end, but very direct. This thing feels like I'm driving around in a dry sponge. It's weightless. This thing is incredibly stiff, especially with this added roll cage. It's as stiff as I am during the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I don't even know why I'm talking about the ride quality in a car that's literally a street legal rally car. I remember watching Jeremy Clarkson race a later generation Evo against a Lamborghini Murcielago and seeing one of the back tires come up off the ground. That's how rigid this thing is. Now, I would be able to give you a better opinion on the interior if the seat actually allowed me to, well, sit all the way down in it. I didn't realize I was that wide of a man. But I like the upper. That feels good. The gauges are extremely simple. They remind me of the Subaru STIs. I wonder why. Now, of course, some of you are probably saying, well, that's all great and dandy, but it doesn't have a radio or air conditioning, and I lack the physical stature to roll the window down myself. So I'll just go buy an Accord that has those features. But when you're romping around corners and listening to that turbo and blow-off valve, and having people look at you like you have two heads because you're sitting on the wrong side of the car, it makes it all worth it. The feel of driving a rally legend, oh boy is that worth it. It is getting a bit hot in here without that air conditioning though. Whew. Rally fans and JDM fans, be sure to smash that like button. I'll see you in the next one. Happy motoring.